Hi, beautiful souls. So after my encounter with this funny little praying mantis creature thing, I was followed home by a beautiful little fox cub last night. I saw the fox cub yesterday morning in the field, bouncing about in the wheat. And then I saw it again last night when I was walking Lanto, bouncing around in the long grasses beside the castle. And then it turned up on my back door, a scratching at the back door. So I gave it something to eat. And it was enchanting, filled me with so much joy, which is good because, you need extra joy when you are being challenged and you are in a place of suffering, which is the truth of how I'm feeling right now. You can hardly say that I am living in bliss and joy when I can hardly breathe. And it's not easy. It really isn't. No one can know what it feels like because they're not going through it. So I do feel very alone in my suffering. And whilst there may be some of you that will say, oh, I can always call and all the rest of it, well, we all know that's not true. That's not true. Not everybody is available at the times when you are suffering. Yesterday, I sat on the beach and I cried and I cried and I cried and I held myself and I self-soothed myself, nurturing myself, allowing the tears to fall because we want to let it out, get it all out. And then I started to feel a bit better as I watched the sun and its last light bouncing over the water and all of the pastel hues. Really, really very beautiful. I went to bed. I was in immense pain in my stomach. My microbiome has had a real going over the years, and of course a lot of people forget that we have three brains. We have obviously our heart brain, which is the wisest of our brains. We have our mind brain, and we have a gut brain. And if your gut brain is out of balance and your microbiome has been compromised, then you will feel depressed and you will find life challenging until you get your microbiome back on track. And of course that takes a little bit of work if it's been out of balance through drugs and things like this. And I have taken a lot of different chemotherapy drugs over the years, 9 years of cancer treatments. I did start off on a natural route, but that didn't work. And if you can't eat, and if you've ever experienced not being able to eat or actually drink, you'll do whatever you have to do to make yourself able to drink and eat. And so then I began chemotherapy. And, that's a lot of drugs, and it messes with your gut brain. And it also puts you out of balance. And, there was a long time when I really hated myself. And on the outside, I pretended that everything was well, but I was in turmoil. And, that has consequences. There's consequences when we fall down. And, people say, oh, you can always call me, or I'm always around. What good is it when somebody offers their support, but they're actually really not around? We have to be responsible for ourselves. That's the thing. We come here alone. Well, we're not alone. We have our guides, our angels, and whatever else. But we do have to experience this journey as an individual, as part of the collective. And we do have to make our way. And believe it or not, we came here to experience all of that. But at the moment, I am finding things difficult and challenging. And, like a elephant, when it's reaching its ending, it just takes itself off away from the, what do they call a collective of elephants? The herd. And it goes and takes itself off and quietly goes about its final moments, days, whatever, on its own, by itself. And And I can relate to that, really can. I can relate to that. Wanting to be alone, wanting to be up a mountain somewhere beautiful, just in nature, maybe with the odd fox cub popping in to say hi. Just breathing in the fresh air, enjoying the beautiful colours and the scenery, away from the noise of machines, away from the ridiculous clown show that's going on this planet as the old systems crumble. We're so very lucky to be on this beautiful planet. We really are. That said, I probably, given the choice, would prefer not to return. I find it's all a bit too much for somebody this sensitive. You know, it's all a bit much. I like the lightness. I like that floating feeling. I like the feeling of my Andromedan self being around the Andromeda galaxy, where the light is different and where you feel a sort of a bounce to your step, where there's a lot more understanding and love, peacefulness. This duality is really hurtful. The way people are treating the animals and treating each other hurts me immensely. I know I don't have to allow it to. I can just see the good in everything. And we all can do that. We can all focus in that direction. And that really does make a difference, because obviously, you know, if we focus that way, we win. We help to raise the frequency of the collective. We help to focus the collective in a different direction. But still, when you're not feeling well, you don't have the energy to do that. When you're not feeling well, it takes a lot of energy just to sort of walk around and do anything. You know, if I've had a coughing fit, that's it. I'm lying down for a few hours. And, you know, every day I go out and I pray for others, and I wish them well, and I call forth all of their names. I should be looking after myself. I must be mad. I must be mad that I focus so much of my attention on concentrating so much on others and the collective and wishing to help everything and everyone. And here I am in this situation right now. Maybe that's why I'm in this situation. I don't want to sound negative, but there are times when we do just have to stop and say, you know what, right now I need to just rest. I need to be away from everything and everyone, and I need to just concentrate on looking after me and nurturing me and doing what I need to get myself well. So that is what I shall do, and that's what I recommend everyone should do. If you're going through some heavy density and you're clearing a lot, one, you don't have to clear on behalf of others. That's a massive distortion. Cancel, clear, delete that immediately. Everybody can clear their own stuff. I've cleared a lot on behalf of thousands. I've cleared a lot on behalf of thousands, but that's a distortion from Atlantis. And as you guys has witnessed, I cancel, clear, delete that through all time, spaces and realities and existences of reality in this moment right now. Now, done, complete. No longer am I clearing anything for anyone. Everyone can clear it for themselves. Clear your own density, clear your own traumas. I'm through with being used as a transmutation vehicle for others. I send you love and joy to your hearts. Be very aware of what you're carrying on behalf of others. Be very aware of just be very aware of what you're carrying on behalf of others, because I feel like a lot of us carrying a lot of stuff for other people that we don't need to carry. Let them carry it for themselves. Let their souls be the ones to transmute whatever needs transmuting. You can wish people well, you can pray for them, but you don't have to do the work for them. Let them do it for themselves. Sending you joy.